So somebody gets shot, I go to the hospital to see him, and then somebody else got killed. So I go to the funeral to see him, but the guy that went to the hospital is the guy that killed my friend I'm going to the funeral for. I met my friend, I'm crying that my friend is in this hospital, he's shot. And next thing you know, I'm going to my friend's funeral, but he shot my friend. It's crazy, right?
In today's video, we are shedding light on Mike Tyson accusing Diddy with new evidence in Tupac's death. Don't forget to subscribe to Stellar Fame and click on those notifications to stay updated. Tupac Shakur, also known as Tupac, was a renowned American rapper and actor who was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada on September 13, 1996. He died 6 days later at the age of 25. The murder of Tupac Shakur remains officially unsolved, and it is one of the most famous unsolved murder cases in the history of hip-hop and the music industry. There have been numerous conspiracy theories and rumors surrounding his death, but no one has been charged or convicted in connection with the murder. Tupac Shakur's murder continues to be a subject of fascination and speculation, and it has had a significant impact on the world of hip-hop and popular culture. Many documentaries, books, and articles have been written about his life and death, and his legacy as an influential artist endures to this day. Davis, a former leader of the Crips gang, was officially charged for his involvement in the 1996 drive-by shooting that resulted in the tragic death of the influential rapper on Las Vegas Boulevard. Friends of the hip-hop star have raised questions about why it took so long to bring charges against Davis, considering that he had openly and repeatedly boasted about his involvement in the crime in various mediums, including podcasts, interviews, and even through the publication of a memoir. Greg Kading, who had previously worked on the investigation into Shakur's murder, suggested that law enforcement strategy might have been to allow Davis to incriminate himself further, as he repeatedly admitted to his involvement in the crime. Kading emphasized that it wasn't just a couple of admissions. Rather, there was a significant compilation of numerous confessions made by Davis. The prevailing perception is that at this juncture, it would be challenging for him to claim that he was merely boasting or fabricating the details, asserted Davis, who is now 60 years old. He has asserted that as early as 2009, he informed the police that he was present in the Cadillac from which the fatal bullets were discharged. In his 2019 memoir, titled Compton Street Legend, Davis recounted, "They assured me they would dismiss the indictment and halt the grand jury proceedings if I cooperated with them." Greg Kading, in agreement with this account, stated in an interview with CNN, "We were aware of Davis and his initial confession to law enforcement dating back to 2009. During that time, he admitted to his involvement in the murder, along with the participation of other co-conspirators. He had a proffer agreement in place preventing us from using the information he provided against him." However, he later started publicly boasting about his role in the murder, prompting law enforcement in Las Vegas to re-examine his statements. Ultimately, his own admissions led to his arrest and incarceration. Tupac Shakur, aged 25 at the time, was traveling in a BMW driven by Death Row Records founder Marion Suge Knight as part of a convoy of approximately 10 vehicles, stopped at a red light. It was during this moment that a white Cadillac pulled up beside them, resulting in a hail of gunfire. Shakur suffered multiple gunshot wounds in what was believed to be retaliation for a previous assault on Davis's nephew, Orlando Anderson. In a 2018 documentary, Davis had previously asserted that he was present in the car with Anderson and had passed him the murder weapon before Anderson opened fire. Anderson and his uncle were associated with the Southside Compton Crips, a Los Angeles street gang, while Tupac had affiliations with their rivals, the Bloods. As a reminder, if you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for even more celebrity news. Tragically, Anderson was fatally shot in 1998, and Davis remained one of the last surviving witnesses to Tupac's murder when he provided an account of the events in his 2019 memoir. In the memoir, he wrote, "One of my associates from the backseat grabbed the Glock and started firing back. As the shots continued to be exchanged, I crouched down to avoid getting hit." Following the announcement of charges on Friday, Mopreme Shakur, Tupac's brother, expressed to News Nation that there are still unanswered questions that demand resolution. In an interview with the news outlet, he expressed his feelings, stating, "I'm somewhat surprised after all these years of grappling with his trauma. I'm cautiously hopeful. Any form of accountability is welcome for us. He further noted, this individual has been in the public eye, participating in podcasts, giving interviews, appearing on YouTube, and even authoring a book. Law enforcement has been aware of his involvement in the car for the entire 27 years. Mopreme Shakur emphasized the lingering questions, including the potential involvement of co-conspirators and the true motive behind the murder, stating, there are still unanswered questions, especially regarding potential conspirators and the actual motive. I'm not entirely certain what to believe. During a press conference held on Friday, Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Lieutenant Jason Johannesson mentioned that Davis had also spoken to various media outlets and participated in a Netflix documentary. He continued saying, this was likely our final opportunity to make a breakthrough in this case and successfully resolve it with a criminal charge. On Friday, Chief Deputy District Attorney Mark DiGiacomo characterized Davis as the on-ground, on-site commander who had issued the order for Tupac Shakur's murder. Law enforcement authorities believe that Davis acquired the firearm used in the shooting from a close associate, but they refrained from disclosing further details, noting that such information would emerge during the trial. Sheriff Kevin McHale emphasized that the case was ongoing and that they were diligently working to build a strong prosecution. A Nevada grand jury indicted Davis for the killing after sitting for several months. Davis was apprehended while taking a walk near his residence. A Netflix documentary had previously implicated Anderson as the shooter, with Anderson himself boasting about his involvement in Tupac's murder in books and interviews. Davis's arrest comes 2 months after the Las Vegas police conducted a raid at his wife's residence on July 17th, searching for items related to the murder of Tupac Shakur. During the search of the property, authorities confiscated multiple items, including several computers, a cell phone, a hard drive, a Vibe magazine featuring Shakur, several .40 caliber bullets, 2 containers with photographs, and a copy of Davis's memoir. Sources familiar with the investigation revealed back in August that homicide detectives were feeling optimistic about the possibility of bringing charges in the case. They disclosed that the district attorney's office was preparing to present their case to a grand jury the previous month. A criminal case was anticipated to be filed soon, and they were considering the possibility of pursuing a first-degree murder charge against Keefe D in accordance with Nevada law. Metro Police investigators carefully weighed their options before proceeding with the case, fully aware of the significant attention it would attract globally. They knew that the world would be watching if they took any action against Davis, a source stated. They were determined not to make any mistakes. Another source pointed out that Davis's public statements had put him in significant legal jeopardy. It's uncertain what Davis might do next. Perhaps he'll attempt to negotiate a plea deal. The scrutiny on the district attorney and police department will be unprecedented. Tupac Shakur, nominated for a Grammy Award 6 times, is widely regarded as one of the most influential and versatile rappers in the history of the genre. During that period, Tupac Shakur was engaged in a heated feud with his rap rival Biggie Smalls, also known as the Notorious B.I.G. Tragically, Biggie Smalls was fatally shot in March 1997. At the time, both rappers were embroiled in the East Coast-West Coast rivalry, which was a prominent and defining aspect of the hip-hop scene in the mid-1990s. Shakur had accused Biggie Smalls and Sean Diddy Combs of being involved in another shooting incident that occurred in 1994. In this earlier attack, Shakur was shot in a hotel lobby and sustained serious injuries, but managed to survive. He publicly implicated both Biggie and Sean Diddy Combs in connection to the assault. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to this channel, like the video, and watch this one as well.